Daniel Lawson was halfway through dinner when his phone started vibrating nonstop. He frowned. His mother never called more than once. By the third call, he excused himself and stepped outside the restaurant, irritation already creeping in. "Mom, what's going on?" he asked. Margaret didn't greet him. She didn't soften her voice. "What did you lie to me about, Daniel?" The question landed like a slap. Daniel stiffened. "What are you talking about?" "I was at the house," she said sharply. "Your house? Or should I say Claire's house?" Daniel closed his eyes. "Not now." "What did she show you?" he asked quietly. Margaret laughed, but there was no humor in it. "Everything. Deeds. Accounts. Registrations. Things a wife shouldn't control." Daniel leaned against the wall, the city noise blurring around him. "You embarrassed me," Margaret continued. "You let that woman speak to me like I was nothing." "She didn't embarrass you," Daniel said. "She corrected you." Margaret inhaled sharply. "So it's true." Daniel said nothing. Silence confirmed what words didn't. "She bought the car?" Margaret asked. "Yes." "The business?" "Yes." Margaret's voice trembled. "Then what do you own, Daniel?" He swallowed. Margaret exhaled slowly, wounded pride mixing with fear. "And the village girl." Daniel's jaw tightened. "There is no second wife." "What?" Margaret snapped. "There was never a marriage. She's someone you pressured me to meet. I didn't go through with it." Margaret felt the ground shift beneath her. "So you let me come and insult your wife for nothing?" she demanded. "You came to insult her because she gave birth to girls," Daniel replied. "That part was entirely you." Margaret's voice dropped. "You chose her over me." Daniel finally snapped. "No," he said firmly. "I chose reality." He hung up before she could respond. Inside the restaurant, his appetite was gone. He drove home in silence, each mile heavier than the last. When he arrived, the house lights were on, but the warmth felt different. Claire was in the study. Not crying. Not pacing. Walking. He hesitated at the door. "You humiliated my mother," he said finally. Claire didn't look up. "Your mother humiliated herself." "She feels threatened," Daniel said. "She thinks you're trying to take everything." Claire closed her laptop slowly and met his eyes. "I already have everything," she said. "Including the option to leave." That scared him. "You wouldn't," he said. Claire stood. Calm. Collected. "When your mother accused me of failing as a woman," she said, "you weren't here." Daniel said nothing. "When she told me to accept another wife," Claire continued, "you weren't here." Silence stretched. "I protected you for years," Claire said. "From her?" "From yourself. From the truth." Daniel's voice softened. "I never asked you to." "No," Claire interrupted. "You benefited from it." She picked up a slim envelope from the desk and placed it between them. "What's this?" he asked. "Clarity," she replied. Inside were copies, not originals, of asset transfers, trust, contingency plans. "If anything happens to this marriage," Claire said, "I walk away with my daughters and what I built." "You walk away with your pride." Daniel stared at the papers, chest tight. "You planned this," he whispered. "I prepared," she corrected. "There's a difference." From the hallway, a soft voice called out. "Daddy." Mia stood there, clutching her stuffed toy. Daniel's heart cracked. Claire looked at her daughter, then back at her husband. "This is the only part that still matters to me," she said. "What example are you going to be for them?" Daniel didn't answer. Because for the first time, he realized he wasn't standing between two women. He was standing at the edge of losing everything. Margaret didn't sleep that night. For the first time in years, the confidence she carried like armor felt thin. She replayed everything Claire had said. Everything Daniel had failed to deny. By morning, pride pushed her back to the house. She needed control. Claire opened the door calmly. Margaret didn't shout this time. "So you planned it," she said. "From the beginning." Claire shook her head. "I built my life carefully. You just assumed it belonged to your son." Margaret stepped inside, scanning the walls as if they might reject her. "Daniel loved you because of what you gave him," she said bitterly. "Money can't buy respect." Claire's voice stayed level. "Neither can intimidation." Daniel arrived mid-conversation, tension filling the room instantly. "Mom, you shouldn't be here," he said. Margaret turned on him. "You let your wife reduce you to nothing." Daniel exhaled slowly. "No. I let her be honest. That broke something." Margaret's voice softened, almost pleading. "I only wanted a grandson." Claire answered gently, "And I only wanted peace." Margaret looked around once more, at the house, the furniture, the life she thought her son owned, and finally understood. She had mistaken proximity to power for ownership of it. The divorce papers were signed quietly weeks later. No fights. No scandals. Claire moved forward with her daughters. Daniel moved out with lessons he never expected to learn. Margaret faded into the background of a story she thought she controlled. Claire didn't celebrate. She simply lived, secure, dignified, and unthreatened. Because real power doesn't shout. It prepares.